Hi, welcome back to GP Reactions. I'm going to be playing a track by Morrissey called Hold On To Your Friends. Don't know too much about Morrissey's solo work. Know a few Smiths tracks, but not many Morrissey tracks. So I'm kind of looking forward to hearing this, really. I know he's a great lyricist. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. We call people like this emotional vampires normally, because they never kind of call you up when they're kind of happy, because they're too busy enjoying their lives, and they often contact you when they're depressed, and just to kind of suck all the energy out of you. And actually, she's probably, even though this was 1994, the sentiments of this song are just as relevant now. Especially with social media. I kind of feel that this is probably a personal experience of his, and it has to be like a close friend to have that kind of effect on you, really. So, interesting song so far.
You're losing all of your friends. Hold on to your friends.
So that was Morrissey with Hold On To Your Friends from a 1994 album, Vauxhall and I. And I believe this was like maybe a single that was released, but I don't think it actually charted in the UK Top 40. Taking nothing away from the song, clearly it's about, how quite often friends will treat friends in such a way, even though, we get on with our friends. Sometimes we kind of neglect, the people that are closest to us. And quite often we kind of sometimes maybe end up talking to them only when we actually need to talk to them. Especially if you're having a good time, and maybe your career's taken off, maybe your social life has taken off, but you've got a kind of a friend who, maybe you've left them behind a little bit. So yeah, I think maybe this is a personal account of his. It certainly sounds like it's from the heart, and I'm not sure about the music video, whether the music video was kind of related to what was going on. But it was certainly enjoyable video to kind of watch along with the as well as listening to the lyrics. I've kind of forgotten I actually forgotten what Morrissey looked like, to be fair. I vaguely remember the Smiths records from the early 80s, but this would have been like 10 years on. So I'm not sure whether these video clips were maybe taken from the Smiths. So I'm not sure whether the members of the Smiths are actually in this video. So maybe that's, if that is the case, and somebody will hopefully, set me right on that, then maybe that makes the lyrics kind of relevant to the video then, if there's something that's happened between his former bandmates and himself, and that's the actual link in the video. So in comparison to the songs that the Smiths had in the 80s, to me, this Morrissey song sounds like it's a lot more melodic, a lot less indie. I don't know what do you think? Have you got any thoughts on this song or maybe this album? And I'm gonna have to have a read for these lyrics actually, because although I kind of picked up that general kind of vibe of having your friends, treating them right and not treating them right, and the dangers of what happens to us as we get a little bit older. It's definitely that kind of vibe. And I feel that as somebody of a certain age, as you do get older, your kind of social circles begin to kind of shrink a little bit. There's a few people I know who are still kind of rocking on all cylinders, but as we kind of get older, we have less energy. We go out a little bit less. We've got our friends, and we need to keep those friends close. And I think that's a message, to take from this song is, if you've got your friends, it doesn't matter what you're doing with your life and how much you're doing. Always take time out to kind of keep in touch with them, or else eventually you might just kind of end up with no friends. So that's what I've taken from this song anyway. I don't know what you think. If you've got any thoughts about this song, or Morrissey, or the Smiths even, as was his former band, please drop me a comment in the box below. So I hope you enjoyed this reaction as much as I did. So till next time, take care of yourself and your friends, and please keep viewing, and I'll catch you all soon.